Hey everybody, Kanan Raw here. Thought I'd do an update on my garden since I got everything planted this week. I got 4 rows of corn here, and as you can see I only watered half the rows because I only planted half the rows. I'm going to plant the other half in about, I don't know, 3 or 4 weeks, and that way I can stagger some of the corn so it doesn't all get ripe all at once. And then I have a half a row of spinach and a half a row of Swiss chard. Never grown that before, but I usually grow beets, not because I like beets, but because I like beet greens. And I guess Swiss chard is a lot like that, so I just thought I'd try some of that this year. I'm pretty new to gardening, so I'm not trying all the all the things that you can plant. I'm just kind of doing the basics. So the next row here is it's just a mixed salad, mixed lettuce. It was just a bag with a whole bunch of different kinds of lettuce in it, and we did that last year and it turned out really good. We had salad almost every day of the growing season last year. And here's a couple of different kinds of lettuce for like hamburgers, iceberg lettuce, and then down there I got celery growing. We like celery here, and we thought we'd give that a shot this year. Never grown that before. I got radishes on half of that row, and then here I've got beets. And then I got a whole row of carrots. So last year, carrots just take forever to grow and they're hard to get out of the ground, but last year we had about I think it was like 30 pounds of carrots, and we canned all of it, so we are still eating carrots from last year. So we're really hoping to finish those off and then have a whole new batch of carrots at the end of growing season. And this big wide row here is my broccoli. Last year I had planted broccoli on a regular row like this, and broccoli plants get so large that it was hard to move around them and water them and doing all that kind of stuff. So this year I just combined 2 rows and planted the broccoli down the middle. I've also got some broccoli starts up in the greenhouse that I'm probably going to plant in these rows. There's nothing in these 3 rows here, and I think, well, way down there at the end you can see some green, and I think those are radishes from last year. I had planted a bunch of radishes, and I had let that whole area down there go to seed, and it was all covered in those big green seed pods. So I think those are all volunteer grows of radishes, so I might leave those. I don't know, see what they turn out to be. And then down here I have nothing planted down here yet, but this is where my trellis is for my green beans and peas. I'm gonna try and maybe put in another trellis, because I want to, now that I'm getting into canning, I want to plant a whole bunch of green beans and can up all my green beans. But these 3 big rows are going to be for my cucumbers, zucchinis, watermelons, cantaloupes, and that sort of stuff. And I have a plan to build those, grow those up a trellis-like structure this year. I've heard that makes it a little easier to grow them, and I can put a lot more plants in there to try and grow them up a trellis. The cucumbers and the watermelons I'm growing are the really small watermelons anyway, so hopefully that'll work. If it doesn't, it's no big deal. I didn't get any watermelons off my plants last year either, so, but we're gonna give it a shot again this year. And I just planted these are great big, like 6-foot sections. Last year I had a bunch of separate hills, and it worked okay, but I had just big pumpkins and everything in there, so we're going to give this a shot this year. And I will continue to do updates every few weeks on how it goes. If you guys have any comments or suggestions, that'd be great. Talk to you later. Look at the robins in there eating bugs. Good job, Robin.